Let's get it, baby. All
What's
right.
up? How we doing, everybody?
So, important anecdote today, right? Good to see everyone. Make sure, if you guys are interested in getting like a free step-by-step free training on how to get going with all this stuff, Warner and I on Wednesday night, January 10th, we're hosting a free training. So make sure you get registered for that at the link in the description if you want to. But, right, speaking, this is an important anecdote. So I found this item. Haven't sold it before. It's from a brand I like though, right? And it was close to being good. The website has a 15% off, right? But that didn't quite make it work. So I put it on a SellerAmp spreadsheet, patient, like the young king I am, right? And then yesterday, I saw they turned on a 25% code. So then I bought 200 units today, right? So that's the importance of making sure you guys are staying organized with your leads, right? Like out of stock, almost good is the one I'm referencing here, which was really important. Ended up making me $1,000 profit just off of that, of which that, extra 10% discount code, like that happens from time to time. And, they just happen to turn it on in early January.
Yo. That's the beautiful thing, though. There's even with items that you're buying over and over again, you throw to a list. A year later, you check it. Like every bit of work you do, if you catalog it correctly, it compounds. And then a year from now, 2 years from now, whenever you need to find items, you're not even sourcing products. You're just looking at the stuff you've already found.
Yeah, and the cool thing too is on that listing, I think there's only 2 sellers. So what I need to do is I know those people are probably sourcing from the same places as me. So later tonight, I'm going to take a look at what they're selling, right, and find some more stuff from there too. Okay, here we go. How do you make these spreadsheets and import them to SaaS? So the cool thing is if you actually just go on selleramp.com and log in, which is in the top right, and then in the top right, you're actually going to see Sheets, and then you're going to click the drop-down menu and hit Setup, and then you can really easily get that set up right there. So that's a really useful thing for staying organized too, and especially now that I think about it, so this time of year, right, every Cupid chart you're looking at the 90-day data. You can see what mooned in December. So it's really easy to get a ton of leads for next Q4 organized fast, just because like you can literally see what performed really well in December. Boom, one-click export, Q4 2024 spreadsheet, and your future self 10, 11 months from now, when Black Friday and early Black Friday sales are hitting, is going to have a lot of data already in terms of what to look for. So that's a really good thing I think you guys can set up too.
Absolutely. What's up, Joe? How's it going, man? Who else we got? We got Armand. We got Always Be Sourcing. We got Jamie. Hope you guys are all having a great night. Make sure you guys, if you've trickled in here in the last couple minutes, make sure you register for the free training we got going down. Drop your questions. Hang out here for at least 30 minutes or so tonight. Full disclosure, I am trying to see if the Packers are making the playoffs on the TV across the room right now. But
is it week 16 or 18 or whatever?
It's if they win today, they're in the playoffs. So I'm
What's
I'm about it. What's up?
What's the count right now?
14-6 us, so it's looking good.
How much time? Is it the 4 o'clock slot though? So it's probably almost.
Yeah. It's got a little while left. So
yeah, it's a beautiful night at the White House. Yeah, dude. So Joe was in Philly, I think a weekend or two ago. So him and Garrett were hanging out. Rumors saying there were aliens in Bayside, bro. Low key. Yeah. It's a crazy world out here.
Do you guys use PPC on any of your listings? No. I've played around with it a little bit for like wholesale and stuff. You can buy like dime ads. So you pay like a nickel or a dime for a ton of different keywords, and then whatever slips through you get. Beyond that, it's not really worth running PPC ads. You'll throw away your margin if you're buying too many of those with OA, basically.
Yeah, don't worry about that. The cool thing with OA is, right, you're selling on listings that already have tons of traffic, right? So you can already see using SellerAmp and you can see the sales history right there, right?
What you can do, though, is look at the super high sales rank items or high sales rank, especially from like wholesalers and stuff, and then run PPC to those where you have massive margin. Ideally, they're not selling very well, so the price is super high. There's a lot of margin, and you can really make some money on that type of stuff. But that's getting high level. If you are not selling a ton already on Amazon, then don't worry about that. The simplest is to sell what already sells, and worry about that later.
Yeah, and then if you're legit at square one, just looking to get into this, what you want to do is definitely, watch Warner's videos, watch my videos, right? You want to get SellerAmp, you want to get Keepa, you want to get a professional Amazon seller account. That'll set you back about $80 a month, right? You want to go to the description and you want to do the auto ungate ASIN list. That's going to let you get ungated a bunch of stuff today, right? Warner and I both have ungating tutorials for the ones that do require an invoice as well. right? And then you can do like maybe Nike, Adidas, especially if you got outlets nearby. You can get, and then you get those ungated and you get started scanning stuff basically. But the key here is you want to get a basic understanding as quick as possible. Now, that basic understanding can be acquired in somewhere between 2 and 5 hours of YouTube videos, depending on how much you've watched so far, right? But the key is that most people procrastinate doing that several months, right? So, we're obviously here to help with this stuff. And luckily, we both have libraries and stuff to get started with you guys too, so that you can build a side hustle or business of your dreams in 2024 with a lot of hard work and consistent effort.
Absolutely. You receive letters from Voorhees. Usually they are add them to the pile. Like, it is what it is. If you start getting like multiple, or they send you like packets, that kind of stuff, that's when they tend to be like taking things more seriously. Typically, just kind of a risk reward. So if you start getting letters or messages from the brand, that kind of thing, and you're not making a bunch of money, just sell out and delete the listing, that kind of thing. But if you're making a bunch of money, keep selling it. Like a lot of times they're just kind of blowing hot air to try to scare you away.
Is it okay to buy a list of 100 products from someone who has already done product research to get started? I mean, you totally can. I would be shocked if many of those were good, though. You definitely want to be optimizing to learn, not earn when you're new. So I would definitely recommend against it. However, it's definitely not going to take you backwards, especially if it's really affordable. But if it's like some VA on Fiverr, like I don't think it'll be super helpful. But like, at the end of the day, like, as long as you're working hard every day, it's honestly pretty hard to waste money. As long as it's not like egregiously cost, like it doesn't cost like an egregious amount.
Yeah. It's not a terrible idea to buy it at the start. Don't buy it long term. You don't want to be dependent on it, but it'll just kind of show you what's possible.
Exactly. Yeah, introduce you to some new sites.
Yeah. If you got good capital, then yes. If you don't, then save your money.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like, if you're starting this, you got to commit to, minimum of a year to really give yourself a shot to learn, give yourself a shot to dig into the nuance and stuff. And as long as you're making progress every day, like, you can really get some good stuff done over the long term.
Yep. It's the not much progress in the next month, but you'll make way more progress than you think in the next year. So it's delayed gratification. That's what it is.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here's a great question. I'm getting approved soon. Where do you guys recommend buy boxes / initial supplies for cheapest? So what I want all you guys to do is go on the UPS website right now and get the free 4x6 shipping labels. Right after that, you want to go on the USPS website and get the free FBM boxes, right? And then what you also want to do is you can get FBA boxes just from your local Walmart. I think the large size there is 24 by 19 by 17. It's the brown and blue colorway, the pen gear boxes, right? And then depending if you're using an old school printer, if you are using an old school printer, you're going to need 30 up label paper. We've all been there, right? That you can get at Walmart too, or Staples. If you're using a fancy label printer, which is basically if you got a couple $1,000 capital, it makes sense to buy one of those. You want to use FNSKU labels. That's FNSKU labels that you get from Amazon. You probably already got tape at the crib, right? Just ask mom. And, that's really all you need there to get started.
You came from sneakers when you say colorway on the boxes.
I say that? Yeah. Okay, completely.
When we said the blue colorway of Walmart boxes.
Absolute facts. Oh, here we go. So yeah, man, you're actually required to have insurance over 10K a month in REV. We haven't gotten that question forever, man. I wonder if they paused sending out the requests during Q4. I think they have,
because there hasn't been enough email. We haven't had enough questions
forever, man. And with how many people broke through that criteria, I assume they paused sending it for Q4 or something like that. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it's 10K over 3 months is when you're supposed to get insurance.
Here we go. Do you recommend making a website before contact distribution wholesale? It's definitely not going to hurt. At the end of the day, the only thing that's going to make you money is cold calling and cold emailing. If it's going to take you over a couple hours to do, don't do it before doing initial outreach. But it actually is really, really easy to do. Just use what's called CARRDcard.com. It's like $8 a year. It's what I used to make landing pages on back in the day.
Yeah, it'll help you a little bit. It's not essential. I was talking to Corey about this. Corey's our friend who does wholesale. And I asked the exact same thing. It's just pick up the phone. That's what moves the needle. It's the same as OA. It's not going to be the building the fancy spreadsheet. It's not going to be the, figuring out some crazy VA system. If you're not sourcing product, if you're not calling suppliers, then nothing else in your business moves.
What to do with the returns? Resell them, or if they're unsellable, liquidate them on eBay and safety claim them.
We got Olga the baller here.
Damn, that's
9.5 months doing RAOA 411K. That is fire. Congrats.
do you know Olga? I don't think
I do not. There's
Damn,
just
great work.
congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Great work. I don't have a lot of budget to start, but it shows how much can I start with. I've tried it with 3 different products. So man, whatever you do, right? Because you don't have a lot of money, that's why you need to start making money, right? So if you have under $1,000, you should start out flipping used books on Amazon, which is actually going to be really, really profitable. It's going to take a bunch of time. But because you don't have money, you probably do have time, right? So you have to compensate by doing that. If you're above that, maybe do a hybrid or just purely do OA.
For sure. What do you do with returns? Oh, there it goes.
That wasn't as bad. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
With returns, you are typically going to get the stuff sent back to like an Amazon FC. At Amazon, they'll say, hey, well, you can sell this again. And they'll add it right back to your inventory, or it's going to go back to you at that point. A pretty good amount just goes back to your inventory, though. Stuff that you can sell again, ship it back in. Anything you can't sell, sell it on eBay. I'm going to fix my light, though.
Yeah. When it comes to ungating top brands, yeah. So man, you're gonna need a professional account to do that. Yeah.
There we go. Can you start with 200 pounds from the UK? Not in OA. Yeah. I would do like I don't even know if used books is viable in the UK. That's
you got to.
I would say if we're in the US, or just hit like the like local discount stores, that kind of stuff. Scan the clearance aisle. Check out Seller Circle. They're cool for UK content.
Facts. Do you guys plan to move to wholesale? So Warner actually does some wholesale, and I do a little bit here and there. I'll probably do some more this year, actually, though. But not a ton. I predominantly
it's one of those where if we were only doing Amazon, we'd probably be doing some wholesale. We like hanging out here on stream with you guys, building software tools, that kind of stuff. But yeah, wholesale is a great opportunity.
I may feel. Oh damn! Oh cool. All right, nice. Okay. So Olga, look into what's called the Miami Sellers Conference. You guys could type that in on Google. It's hosted by our friends Avery and Taylor. That's going to be going down in the middle. It's either the middle or end of March. So we're actually both going to be there. So if you guys are in South Florida area or even travel, you should consider coming to that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure.
Nope. Definitely not. So you do not only have to sell used books. However, if you don't have much money, you're going to have to only sell used books because used books are essentially free.
For sure. Is Amazon repackaged clear poly? I see who's asking that a couple times. They're going to send whatever you send them that is FNSKU labeled. So if you send them a clear poly bag with an FNSKU label on the outside of it, they're going to send that to the customer.
I'm seeing a lot of Amazon booksellers selling at a loss. I don't think that makes sense.
That is nearly impossible. It was like it costs like $1 or free for your inventory.
Someone gave me a 1-star rating. I tried to submit a ticket and get it removed. I'm a new seller. It's my only review. So honestly, don't even really worry about it. Like definitely keep submitting tickets, call them. Reviews are actually insanely overrated right now. Don't be screwing people over. Otherwise you'll get deactivated and have a bunch of terrible reviews. But at the end of the day, one's not going to hurt too much.
Yeah. You can also, or I guess it's for merchant fulfilled. It's harder to get. So if you guys do get 1-star ratings, always click the little drop-down box and then say request removal. Even if it was your fault, still try. There's a good shot that it might get auto removed. It's a little harder with merchant fulfilled, though, is what it sounds like, though.
Should I list FBM or FBA for books? Books, you're mainly going to do FBA. Oh, we got Jim Body Benz in the
What up, Jimmy?
We don't really need it except the Amazon seller app. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, legit. Shawnee, yeah. Like you just gotta, go on YouTube and search Full Miles free course. Watch that. That's like an hour long. That'll get you up to speed with all the basics. That goes for anyone who just wanted to get started. And then make sure you get registered for the free training too.
For sure.
Oh, same thing. Come on, Jackson, man. Hey, Jackson, like they're free. They're useful, man. Like, just use that, man. Just use that.
Do you only source big name brands like Nike, Lego, etc.? Yep, that's the whole business, right? There's already hundreds of thousands of products that people already want to buy. Your only job is to find it cheap enough to make a profit. Simplifies the business, especially if it's your first foray into business, e-commerce, all that. All you have to do is find good products. You don't have to worry about literally anything else. No logistics, no like marketing, anything. You're just finding good name brand products people already want.
How much does Amazon cost to take the goods from the prep center to the warehouse? So the cool thing, DI, is shipping to Amazon is actually absurdly cheap, right? It's honestly, I mean, I think it's about 20% of the cost of what it would be to send normally, maybe even more, honestly, dude. 50-pound boxes are super expensive. Like if you just wanted to ship it UPS, so like if you want to ship a UPS box to California from Pennsylvania, it's probably going to and you're not doing Amazon, it's probably going to cost you somewhere around $50. But if you ship that to an Amazon warehouse, even if it's across the country, it's going to cost like $9.
Dude, it's way more than that. It just cost me $80 to ship my computer to Florida.
Oh,
yeah, and that was like 30 pounds.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's way more than that.
Yeah. Wow. So even like 10% of the cost.
Yeah. When you send goods to FBA, how long does it take to become available? You'll make your first sales in like a week or two. Everything to check in is usually like 3 or 4 weeks. Could be less depending on the FCs you ship to and all that.
Keep the private chat.
What's the free course? In both of our descriptions below, there should be the free course. You can check that out, as well as the free masterclass we got going down on Wednesday night. A lot of beginner questions, so we're going to answer a lot of that kind of stuff. Show you step by step, show you the whole process. Kind of a much more structured format. It's like an hour or so, and then anything we don't answer during the actual presentation, you can pop your question in there. You'll be a little bit more educated and all that. So check that out. The link down below for the class and the free course right now.
Dude, Christina, I like the way you're thinking. I would contact the brand and see if you can get that listed on there and maybe be their partner that helps out with that stuff. You see that private message? That was so instinctual. Like, that was so
to save like $50. When Amazon has inbound fee, what does that mean? That's probably just what you're paying to ship products to Amazon.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which should be probably average 40 cents a pound. When you consider that not all your boxes are super heavy. Yeah. It'll be closer to 30 when they're heavy.
Yeah, I even was averaging like for a whole year when I was doing my own prep, I think I was averaging like 19 or something.
Yeah, but it's lower. Just overestimating all the costs and that kind of stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
At what point should you ditch your job and go full-time Amazon? That is a very personal decision.
Yeah, you'll know.
You will know. I like a rough metric of at least considering it once you are doubling whatever your 9 to 5 is paying you. I would not consider it personally before you're at least doubling in profit what your 9 to 5 is paying.
But
especially if you got kids and stuff.
If you're exactly.
Yeah. If you're like an 18-year-old boy, you're working at like Wendy's or something, then like yesterday, like take a shot on yourself.
Yeah, it's like super.
Yeah. Do not make the children go hungry. But if you're a young guy or girl, it's time to take a risk.
Yeah. Dude, this is a fact, man. That would be a perfect private label idea. The Polymailer brand. Because like you get recurring revenue too, repeat purchases. Yeah. Now you automatically give Amazon a call, Musa, or submit for a different ASIN, or change up the information you're submitting a lot. Peep Discord. Ooh, I think the Bola just restocked. Wait, Jimmy, tap me in on it too.
It's not a Bola.
What is it? I'm texting Jimmy ASIN. Damn, I'm looking back at huh?
No, I was just how many hours a day are you working on average?
I don't know. Somewhere around like I'm weekending too. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, I don't know, a lot. It just depends. Like, do you consider answering Discord messages work? Like, kind of don't, honestly. But if you do, then really a lot. But I'd say like really concentrated doing stuff like 4 to 5, but a ton of passive work, like a ton of like check the computer here, answer some questions here, on a walk, have an idea, right? Does that count? I don't know.
Yeah. But like 10% of the work is Amazon. The rest is helping you guys. Basically, we work full days for sure.
When you're just getting started, how many units are you sending to FBA? You might even be sending no units to FBA, right? You might just FBM everything. Like that's what I did the first couple months. But that doesn't work. I'll let you know best. Dude, trust me. Musa, come on, Musa.
Keep going.
Come on, man. If you got to believe it in your head before you can. A wise Billy Flips once said that the Nike Ungate comes to you when you're ready for it. How should I go about purchasing my first product and how much of it should I purchase? So, Diego, what I would recommend doing is go out and do some retail arbitrage and also do some reverse sourcing of online arbitrage and just buy a couple of stuff tonight. Do you consider having 10 ASINs being manageable?
Extremely.
We put men on the moon, if you believe that, like 60 years ago, man. Like
if you believe that.
Yeah, like there's people out here, like, you know, there's rocket ships, there's 100-story tall buildings, like, you know what I mean? You can find a product that's $20 that sells for 50 and make 15 bucks on it. I promise you that. You don't connect your Seller Central to your Amazon account. It's the same thing.
I plan on attending trade shows this year. We'll be at ASD in August. We'll also be in Miami Sellers in March.
Yeah. Check Discord. Bro's blowing up the fucking bolos right now. Try to buy multiple single products and sell it as a bundle on Amazon. Yeah, if you want to create the listing. Yeah, that's actually a major hack. I actually did that recently with 2 3-packs of an M.S. 6-pack. I have plenty of capital, but I'm in. All right, let's get that debanned. I have plenty of capital stagnate because I'm new and inefficient at sourcing. With that being said, would it have a beneficial to bring a VA early? No, you'll be so much better off existing on the internet and finding other young kings to build with.
Yep. Other than selling books, how else can you start? How can you start OA on small scale? I mean, you want to be spending at least like $1,000 a month. Otherwise, because you have to spend $40 a month on software. And you need the $40 a month on the seller account. I guess you could probably get away with you only have $1,000 bucks, but like otherwise the ROI doesn't make sense. So it's either used books with like no money, or it's OA with at least $1,000 a month.
Bounce me. Can't wait till the products get here and see how they perform. Attaboy, Scotty. I have no money and I spend hours watching channel. I want to work with someone as an Amazon assistant. How do I get a job like this? So step 1, right? You got to get a job, period. Right? Promise you there's a job you can get locally to you, right? Step 2, you need to go on Facebook Marketplace and you need to search the word free. You want to go on Craigslist. You want to search the word free, right? You want to borrow $20 from your parents and order a copy of Rich Dad, Poor Dad on Amazon used for about $6, right? And a copy of The Slight Edge, right? Which is another book for about $6, right? You need to take the bike out of the garage, right? That's what you're going to ride to the thrift store to scan books, right? If you can do that, the world is yours, right? Bonus points if you post a video on Twitter, but.
How to source a wholesaler for a specific branded product. You're going to type that brand, distributor, your state name, or you're going to look up the brand's website and you're going to call the sales office, whoever you got to talk to that makes decisions at the company. What polybag? Just get a multi-pack, like, yeah, or just like ones that fit your items. That is the last question that matters.
What if my products don't sell right away? What if you get hit by a bus? What if your job fires you? What if your wife divorces you? Like, stuff happens in life, like, and the winners keep fucking pushing.
You are always going to have some risk of that, but the joy or the beauty of Amazon is that you can look and say, oh, SellerAmp, 200 sales a month. All right, let me buy 10. That's pretty safe. And then you buy 10 and then you sell your 10 in a week. And it's like, oh, I wish I bought 50.
Yeah, you got to remember, like, your grandparents were doing nuclear bomb drills in elementary school. And then they were rewarded for graduating high school by getting drafted into the Vietnam War. Like, nothing is risky in the modern world.
Can you tell us how to work the FBM model? Look for products where the buy box rotates to FBM. So when you go to SellerAmp buy box stats, and when it says type, make sure it says FBM under some of the sellers. Buy boxes from Uline that are the right size, and then ship it. It's the same as FBA.
Can I start with just $500? Yeah, I started with way less than that back in the day, but I was like a freshman in high school.
For sure. With bank accounts, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
If you have under 50, if you can show me less than $50,000, like, the bank account doesn't matter.
I think you in retrospect look up the like express payout eligible banks, because I'm not going to switch banks. It doesn't really matter, but you can get paid like, I think it's like 24 hours faster if you have a certain bank. It's like Chase, like a lot of the big ones. So just look up that one if you're really starting from zero.
Jim Body Bands. Do you have to prove you've sold a certain amount before companies will give you permission? Nope. Okay, the buy box. Why does it rotate? So the cool thing, man, is you're only going to be selling books when you new, so it really doesn't matter. But it just rotates based on the pricing, how many people have in stock kind of matters, and then the delivery dates of different sellers matters a lot. Okay, how can I be like you? Step 1, be born in Southeast PA to a charming mother and father. Step 2, get obsessed with basketball as a young child. Step 3, start making YouTube videos about your Lego adventures at approximately
We need Miles, we need a once a month Lego video out of you.
December. Dude, we were going over the portfolio on the stream. I haven't posted in like 4 years on it, actually, though.
So for those who are unfamiliar, you had an old YouTube channel where you posted, it was just you like building Lego stuff, right? I think we lost him, or we lost me. Based on the fact that I can still see chat, I think we lost Miles. But we do need more Lego content. Weekly Lego building streams. Are you back? There we go.
Dude, that was like, it was such a movie back in the day. Like, that shit was so fun. Oh my gosh, that shit was so fun.
Do you have to make a few sales, then you'll be auto-engated or something like that? You'll get auto-engated in seemingly random things as a new seller, but you'll be surprised what you can get auto-engated in. The free course link below me has the auto-engate list for you guys who don't have that. It's 1,800 ASINs, stuff that can get you auto-engated in certain brands. Kind of shows you what a lot of the potential that's out there for you.
Yeah, Aaron. So certain things are just going to be like, for whatever reason, people's like credit cards decline and stuff. Like, they're kind of always going. Minimum sales per month goal for your first product. I saw one of your old vids says 30.
30, yeah.
Yeah, right around that.
30, 50, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go below 30.
Yeah, I'm a sales rank guy, honestly. Oh my god.
Interesting.
Damn, bro. This one dude that I used to beef with, I'm looking at his Lego account right now. He posted yesterday. That's crazy.
Is it popping off or just the same like?
Well, the key, I mean, not without getting into too much detail, there's so many new pieces that like there's so much stuff you can do now that you couldn't do back in the day.
Sure.
But no. Like the quantum leap was between like 2013 and like 2017. That was the quantum leap in skill level of people.
Gotcha. I mean, that's just YouTube in general. That's when it went from like,
yeah, for sure, people
just like recording themselves playing a video game to like suddenly it has to have a whole movie every time you make something.
I would still give this dude the work though. Okay, this dude's good actually. All right, I'll look at this shit later. Good.
Advice on approaching listings where Amazon's already on themselves. I guess analyze the buy box. Yeah, you're spot on. Look at the buy box, see if they like consistently go in and out, or if they were never selling and for the last month and a half they've been getting the buy box every day. Just buy stuff that you can rotate in basically.
Dude, so in PA the sun was setting at like 4:45, and I'm pretty sure today in Miami I was like walking around at like 5:45 and it was like relatively light out.
Yeah, it just set like 20 minutes ago or something. Yeah.
Do I need to use the settings to make the spreadsheet or make them manual on Google Sheets? So I would use the settings, Rodrigo. Thank you guys for the value. We got you guys. I'm telling you, like no one left behind. Like, you know, if you were sitting on the sidelines here in Q4, you saw a lot of people get rich, right? And really, really start to, you know, figure out this stuff. So I want that to be you guys.
Honestly, an insane amount, a crazy amount of people.
You can do better too.
Made crazy money.
Like it was exponentially better than 2022 though. Like exponentially better.
Yeah. I did Sunshine. I still have Wisconsin place as well, but I'm here for a month or so.
Is there a distinction between premium shipping options and FBM with the Prime logo? Yeah, Trev, don't worry about that for now unless you're already doing heavy volume, but there is.
Miles tweaking over new little Lego pieces.
Oh, no, it's cool. No. It's like it's cool to see this face evolve. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Wait, so that's what you were talking about? It's just like smaller pieces lets you build cooler stuff.
No. Like new colors.
Okay, sure.
Like it's so hard to explain, but like there's the kind of thing where like them creating a 3x2 wedge instead of just the 2x3 wedge, like it revolutionizes things in terms like what.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Like,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Miles, we need like a knowledge dump just randomly. You talking about Lego.
It's on. I could talk about it all day. And what was crazy was Like there was an Amazon dude that like we realized we knew each other in like 2011. We got to build the UCS. That would actually be a vibe for
that'd be fire.
vibe. Yeah, I mean,
Wait, hold up. Amazon Q&A streams while we build a giant Lego set.
Bro, that'd be so lit. I'm telling Jim Body Benz to come next week when Garrett comes. But I don't know if he is.
Come, Jimmy. Jimmy, come.
Yeah, I mean, I did book the hotel room, but like I did already book it for him, so we'll see.
Would you recommend Amazon affiliate? Have you used it? It's a completely different business model. That's much more based on like drawing eyes to like Amazon products or like recording the videos that go under the product descriptions. But there can only be so many of those. That's increasingly more saturated because there's no barrier to entry.
It's definitely a good thing to do though as a human being.
It's like, a good it's a good entry business. Yeah.
Like it's super, like it's a good thing. Like you take, the vast majority that, the people who like are walking around are completely not comfortable getting on camera, and the version of you that has the money you want doesn't care what other people think. So that's a good way to start like building that. Yeah.
Even if you don't make money at it, congrats. You have a few months of experience recording yourself on camera and being confident. Do you take other sellers' stock count into consideration when sourcing? Not really, because they can hide stock, so it could be completely wrong and not tell you a lot. Usually, seller feedback is a lot more telling, just in terms of how much like of an expert they might be and that kind of thing.
Crazy Sunshine, I'm gonna be on your meeting on Wednesday. Vibes, cool, man. I got, but I'm gated anyway. No, just get an invoice, man. Use an order confirmation email from Kohl's, Soccer.com, ASOS, one of those. So, okay, all-in-one arbitrage, man. So you just look up catch-all name sheet right there. I haven't set a catch-all up in 3 years, so I have no idea how to do it, honestly. But yeah, you need an invoice to ungate a category. Yeah, just use the order confirmation email. Yeah.
You invoice literally anything. Anytime you buy something online, you have an invoice.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't care what someone on Twitter said. Like a couple of times, like we're right. I'm tired of my USPS box small. Walmart, Staples, Uline if you want to buy bulk. Even though I meet all the requirements, resubmit. It's funny that the Discord channel of like ungating, it's like someone asks how to ungate XY. Reply for all ungates, you just use a big website, and then the next question is like, how do I ungate XYZ? And then I respond for all ungates.
I wonder how many times we've got to be on the global leaderboards of most ungating questions answered.
I promise you. Yeah, because there's no bigger market than the US and no one's doing more free stuff than we are. Yeah. Like, gotta be. Oh, actually, we're on the level of a customer support person. Actually.
Oh, that's true. I wonder, how many more ungating questions have we answered than current Amazon? Yeah. You did not do anything wrong. No, keep resubmitting. As long as your information is correct, they do not know the rules and they need to accept it. Unfortunately, part of selling on Amazon goes with every platform. Any business you start, you go into, you make your own product. Facebook ads is going to go to war with you, all that kind of stuff. Like there's always just frustration with the platform.
Now I haven't gotten much more inventory. Get more inventory. I'm not getting much more sales at all. Well, you said you don't have inventory, so you got to get inventory. And you can check if you're not getting the buy box on stuff too. Just look at the listings.
For sure. Resubmit immediately. Sweet. A lot of beginner questions tonight, which is great. Glad you guys are taking life a little more seriously this year. Want to level up. Make sure you guys are also coming to the free training on Wednesday night. We'll show you we'll answer all these questions you guys are asking. Show you some live exclusive free game. We dive into like Keep a Product Finder stuff, some stuff that is super fun. Always fun to see the reactions in chat of people whose minds are completely blown when we show them that. And we do not send out the replay, so it's just kind of live exclusive free game for you. So if you're free on Wednesday night, come hang out. You will get a ton of value.
Yeah, check that out, right? And then the blueprint to get started this week, right? You need a professional Amazon Seller Central account, right? Warner's drinking a bowl right there. If you know, you know. Okay, professional Amazon Seller account, right? Go to the description, do all the auto ungates. That should be done tonight, right? Get registered for the free training. Search Flips for Miles free course on YouTube. Watch that, right? Get a SellerAmp subscription, get a Keep a subscription, right? Get in the field and start scanning some RA products, right? Do some of the big ungates, Nike, Adidas, maybe go to the outlets, and get going with that stuff. When doing FBA, do you recommend to see and touch your products? Yeah, at the start. It's not really like, for example, Warner and I aren't doing any of that anymore. Like I actually did some FBM this weekend too. But you know, not, like, dude, I was pumping shit low key. I mean, I was literally up for 48 hours, but like I had some stuff in my bedroom.
You love to see it. How much do you sell a month? We did 424 last month.
Jesus Christ. Can we do OA from outside the US? You can, it's just hard, man. There's like some legal stuff to do.
It's just basically extra paperwork. You'll just
Yeah.
have to make sure that you have like an LLC and that kind of stuff beforehand. Typically, you don't need that type of paperwork if you're already in the US.
Cool. Okay. Appreciate it, Brenda. Appreciate it. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's true. You need to make sure you have a professional seller account too. That's a big mistake a lot of people make. Honestly, you definitely want to make sure you have, you know, that nicely situated and such. Where do I get large boxes? Do I really have to check my stores? Nope. Walk into Walmart and buy them right there.
The medium pen and gear, the blue the blue colorway like you were talking about.
The blue colorway. Yeah. I think those are larges though, but either way, it's the only blue.
Yeah, I think the larges are blue. The mediums are got the red colorway. How many maximum purchases one time? I don't know. Your username is online arbitrage though, which is kind of fire. Yeah. It depends on the site. How many orders you can place.
Yeah, like but the cool thing is if you haven't gotten cancels on a site, you need to just pump it. Right? Like that's what, like, no, worrying about order cancels. There is a lot of wealth is lost worrying about order cancels that never come. Right here. And cool. So we'll be on for a couple more minutes. I have a SKU I want to check out. I need to do 10 orders of it for 100 units. So I'm gonna get that loaded up here.
Snipe the ASIN from the glasses.
Yes, very true.
Let's see. Consider opening your own. Miles had a prep for like a month. It's just a very labor intensive business.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's the thing. Like with Amazon, with any business you guys start, you want to make sure you minimize the amount of people, the amount of contact that is kind of involved, right? It's just less moving parts. So preps when you got, you know, people that are working for you, that kind of thing. With FBA, all you got to do, box stuff up, pay other people to box stuff up for you, even if that's a prep center. That's even less people involved than having them work for you yourself. There's no people involved in the fulfillment process. Amazon does all the customer service. So the moving parts are a lot simpler than some other businesses.
Actually, never mind. I have 2 skis I need to buy. Cool. Okay. Life is good, man.
You know, it's over when you see a lead in a vid. Honestly, I have gone back out of curiosity and looked at leads we show in videos, and it's crazy how many of them that just stay good for a long time.
You guys are smart. Yeah, you guys are smart. Yeah. Like, good. That you shouldn't be buying that stuff.
Yeah, people know not to buy it, and it just stays good because literally no one buys it.
Would it add all the products I found, leaving me with a long list? Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah. Where's your sparkling water? No, I have a little Gatorade Max. That was on the plan. Do you think FBM is slowing down my sales? Probably right now, but it just depends on whether or not the listing is FBM friendly, which it may or may not be, right?
For sure. Appreciate you, online arbitrage. We gotta steal your username though. Yeah. Let's see. Cool. Probably good to or got 2 more questions here, and then we can go ahead and wrap for the night then. Now they're firing away. Ungated grocery, literally any site you buy from profitably. Professional seller's account is the $40 a month one, lets you integrate with software, saves you $1 unit in fees. Appreciate you, Angel.
I tried and many of them still require invoice. Any advice for these products? Yeah, just buy and get an invoice if you find none in profit. Yeah. What does a professional seller's account mean? Scarlett, it means a professional seller's account. So there's 2 types, right? Individual and professional, right? Professional one gives you a lot of extra benefits. Appreciate y'all, Uncle Miles. Bro, appreciate you, cousin. Appreciate it.
Sweet. All right. Make sure you guys come to the free training on Wednesday. Check out the free courses we got down below. Spend at least an hour looking for profitable product every day until Wednesday. Come on Wednesday with the questions you have that you kind of come up over the next couple of days of sourcing, and we will answer them on the Q&A if we didn't already answer them during the actual substance part.
Yep. And then we got Money Monday coming in hot tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you there. And appreciate you guys tapping in on a Sunday night. Our DMs are always open if you have any questions. And check out the free course Warner has and I have. They're both in the description, and that'll get you up to speed on pretty much everything you need tonight. Get after it. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Bang. See you guys.